Welcome to How to Survive, the show that teaches you how to survive the stuff that can kill you.
Like falling through a plate glass window.
Ooh.
Or sepsis. Or bear attacks.
And the stuff that just makes you wish you were dead.
Like missing Halloween.
Ugh.
Or your dog getting her period, Francis.
Francis, come on.
Or adults.
Oh, I still get really annoyed with adults.
Yeah.
That took a long time to come out, but...
Well, there's a lot of feeling behind it.
Oh,
so harsh.
It's so triggering, Danielle.
You know what doesn't trigger at all?
Ooh.
Our theme song.
It's the opposite of triggering.
Yay.
Ground is shaking under our feet. Mountains on fire, flooding in the street. Can't breathe the air, can't fight the feeling. Gobbling down Xanax ain't the way to be dealing. Gotta do better than just getting high. We gotta stick together if we're gonna survive. How to survive. How to survive.
Hello. Welcome.
Hey there.
Hi.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, what was that
Whoa,
noise?
Garen.
God.
Wait a
Did
minute.
a ghoul enter the room?
Oh, it was my mic. I turned it and it went, oh,
Do we need to oil it?
maybe.
Oh, it's oiling the
I don't
mic's
usually turn
time.
it that way. I think the way I grabbed it made it,
Against its will?
yeah.
Yeah, he's getting more
Force
aggressive.
that mic into position.
Well, now we know your preferences. Danielle,
Yes.
you're looking really good today.
Oh, thank you.
What's going on? You doing different
Well-
makeup? Did you?
No, my hair is a little higher than normal in my bun.
Okay.
Does it feel 100% comfortable? No, it does not. Does it hurt a little bit? Yes.
But it's worth it
It's almost impossible for it to be up these days with it not hurting.
because it's heavy.
It's not like my hair got heavier as I got older. I mean, it's frizzier, but I don't know. I don't know why it's harder now. But it's too damn hot here in Los Angeles
Yeah.
to have your hair down.
I have even a little tiny
You got a little tiny ponytail.
ponytail.
Yeah.
But it's also just that my hair is at the stage where it just looks really bad down. Like it looks like I'm a background actor in the L Word.
I was going to say, does it look like Ali Sheedy in Breakfast Club?
Oh, like yes, but like where they go do something with her hair.
Yeah.
You know, like the before.
That's what I
version.
meant. Yeah, the before, which actually is cuter. She kind of looks cuter before they change her. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm an empty nester.
Yes, welcome. How have you been doing as an empty nester?
So bringing Oliver to college was 2 different days. So the first day we moved him in. Garen, I'm assuming you heard all of this on Never Not Funny.
There's different angles to every story.
Right. So we moved him in on day one. Mm-hmm. Met his roommates. Met the
Yes.
3 Olivers.
Yes.
Met the other 2 Olivers, sorry, and the 3rd roommate. Got them all situated. I washed out the new dishes and showed them how the drying rack works. Okay. And, Lord have mercy. And then we came back the next day because this is where they have the dinner with the separate colleges within the university. So, like he's in the film school. So it was like the film school dinner. And then, so we met a couple of other people and that was nice. It seems he had met some people. And then they have this candle lighting ceremony.
Okay.
Which guest of the show, Regan Burns, had warned me about because his kid graduated from there. And
Okay.
He's like, you're going to cry your eyes out. And I'm like, I don't really cry at things like that.
You're like, I'm not you.
I'm
Regan.
probably
Yeah.
not going
made
to.
of stone.
So it was nice. They had some people talk. They had some teachers talk. They had some students talk, seniors talk. And then they pass around, all the kids get a candle. And then they light it from each other and you pass it around. And I did not cry during that.
Yes.
I was like, this is so much pressure. I have Regan in my ear
Yeah.
going, you better cry.
Cry, bitch.
And
God,
then-
Regan.
I know. So, like, save that for your workout buddies.
Yeah, exactly.
That testosterone.
Yeah.
So, so then when it was time to say goodbye, I did get a little teary-eyed. I did get a little
Yeah.
sad. I'm just going to, oh God, here I go. I'm just going to miss him. I'm just going to miss him.
Of course.
And I just feel like it's going to be so boring without him. offense to Jimmy or me,
Yeah.
but I just feel like it's going to be so boring. And
Danielle,
I know.
it is. No, I'm just kidding.
It's going to be excruciatingly boring.
The days are going to be so
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
long, Danielle. He's so fun. So I
so
get it.
fun
He's
and-
funny and fun and interesting. Like, your
Yeah.
feelings are completely valid.
And even like the first night, you know, of course, I was watching Gossip Girl to soothe my weary soul.
Yes.
And the lead actress from I keep saying that, from Brooklyn Nine-Nine was in a few episodes.
Okay.
And I was like, oh he's not here. You know, I was
Yes.
gonna tell. I was like,
Yeah. And you're like, Jimmy doesn't care.
oh no, I wouldn't tell him. I wouldn't bother him with that.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's I mean, how I left last night was that I was actually just more excited for him.
That's great.
And then, but today I think I'm like kind of just down. It's just kind of a lot. But I am very excited for him, and I think it'll be hopefully super fun and super great, and you know, get to do all this stuff.
It's like both things at once, right? It's
Yeah.
like feeling you're carrying both these things at the same time,
Yeah.
which both things can be true, which is it's an immense loss.
Right.
But you also still want it to be wonderful for him.
Right.
You know,
of course.
that's the sort of thing that's so, I think, hard and heartbreaking about parenthood is that you know that's going to come at some point. But that they're also like years of them still being in your life. I mean,
yeah.
it's, you know, like when I go to Germany with Sven and we land, I think I've told you this before, when they see us at the airport, they always come to the airport.
His parents, you're saying?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they cry.
I bet.
With joy.
I bet.
When they see him. And I'm like, that's amazing.
I mean, I do know someone Oliver went to grade school and middle school with, whose son is doing college in Norway. So, you know what I mean? It's
Yes.
Oliver's an hour, maybe an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
So I'm fine. I can't imagine living in a different state, much less a country, than your
Yes.
children. Like that just seems bananas to me.
Same.
But it was funny because when we were driving home last night, I said, you know, because I just kept saying like, this is surreal. It just feels surreal. And then I said, you know, when I was pregnant, we had to induce. So we scheduled when I would be giving birth.
Yeah.
And I think I remember saying out loud or saying to myself, this is so weird. We're leaving as 2 people and we're going to come back to the house as 3 people.
Yeah.
And then last night it was the opposite. Like
Yeah.
we left with 3 people and now we're coming home as 2 people. It's
Yes.
like, boo.
Yeah.
So I also have a sort of something completely off topic that was sort of amusing. I
Well,
think that happened.
tell
Which was
us.
last week. Okay, so I, as the listener probably doesn't care, and who could blame them, I lease a car. So my lease was up. So
Yeah.
in the middle of dealing with all these things, I had to go get a new car, which is my least favorite thing in the world. So we finally decide on a car. So I get a Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Okay.
Okay, great. Everything's great.
Is that a car or is it like what you have
It's
before?
100% electric.
But is it like a crossover thing or is it like a sedan or whatever?
Oh, it's not a sedan. I don't know what
But
you
it's not
call
like
it.
your old one.
It's
not
like my
a-
old one, but a little bigger.
Oh,
It kind of looks like my old one, but bigger, even though it's not the same company.
Oh, okay. I thought it
So
was like- okay.
we got a really good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not as good a deal as Matt, because I just found out he got the same car, got a better deal and a better version of the car. But it was a very good deal monetarily.
I've heard they're really good lease deals right now.
Yes. So first thing, like I knew, but I didn't realize how much this would annoy me, is that I don't know how this is possible in 2025, but the trunk doesn't have a button that makes it go down. The trunk.
What?
So you
Manually, you have to pull the trunk down?
Yes,
that
and
why it was
it's
such a good deal?
extremely heavy. It is extremely heavy and almost impossible to do with one arm.
Oh my God.
So I'm constantly taking
Yes.
groceries out or bags
Yes.
out. It's like, yes, these are, champagne problems, I guess, or first world problems.
Yes.
but it's so fucking annoying.
Do you have to get on the trunk with your whole body?
Basically, I'm just hanging from the trunk, and I'm like, I try to pull it down, and I just end up doing it chin up.
You're doing Pilates, like your Pilates arms are really coming in handy.
Wait, that could be new merch. Hang in there.
Danielle on her
trunk, hanging on the trunk.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I cannot. It's such a pain. And Jimmy feels terrible because he was with me and he was like, oh, I should have asked what it would have been to upgrade it. And I'm like, honey, it's fine. It's not your fault at all. Like, but he's like, oh, I should have asked. Anyway, who knew it was going to be such a big deal? But it's really, really fucking annoying.
That is, I would be very annoyed by
it's
that.
It's like it has a state-of-the-art infotainment system.
Yes.
But the trunk weighs 5,000 pounds.
It can park itself.
Right, basically. Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah. But you can't.
The windows are manual.
Oh my God. So
Yes.
you had your hip thing done.
Yes. You had your hip thing done.
Well, so I had my hip thing scheduled for Thursday.
Okay.
Wednesday, I get home, and I guess this was the first time I was charging my car because it gets so many miles, which is great.
Yeah.
It's not charging.
Oh,
so
gosh. What a good deal.
For some reason, it comes with a Tesla output, like charging thing, and you have to put on a separate thing that they give you.
Yes.
To make it work with a regular non-Tesla. Like they give you an adapter,
so you can use it at Tesla stations.
Right. The standard, what it comes with is a Tesla.
Oh.
So you have to put on another piece to make it work with non-Tesla chargers.
That's wild.
We have 2 chargers at our home because we both have electric cars.
Okay.
So I put it in, not charging. It also talks to you, but the trunk doesn't work. Not charging.
Have you asked it?
What?
Have you asked it to trunk close?
I should just talk to it.
Oh, it's not closing because you're not talking to it.
Oh my God. So I'm like, okay, well, this must just be a mistake or something. So I go and I put all my stuff down in the house, and I come, after wrestling with the trunk, and I come back out, and I'm like, it's not working at all. We both try both chargers.
Yeah.
Jimmy tries, I try. This is weird. It's not charging. I'm looking at the app. It's not charging. It's in.
Yeah.
It's just not charging. I'm like, fuck. I can't have this.
No.
I can't have a car that doesn't charge at my house because we have these 2 chargers. That is absolutely ridiculous. So I call and they're like, you can bring it in tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning was the day of my PRP injection. So I'm like, I have no choice because I only had like 23 miles left or something. So I had to go and bring it. So I bring it in. And I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, I know what's going to happen. They're going to be able to charge it there. And it's going to be one of those things I can't prove.
Yes.
Because it's not working here. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So I go to the Hyundai place. Jimmy already had warned me about this woman who was working in the service department because she was not helpful to him. And I was like, okay. So I go and she goes, okay, well, I explain what happened. She goes, did you bring your charger with you? I'm like, what? My charger's on the wall. How could I have brought my charger with me? She goes, I don't know. I'm just asking. Like, that was, you could have brought your charger with you.
How?
And I'm like, okay, I have to go back to this. I literally don't understand what you're saying. How could I have brought my charger with me? She's like, you didn't. It's fine. I'm like, but you're making it sound like I did something wrong, and I don't understand what you're talking about. So anyway, I explained to her the adapter is not working. Okay. So I text Jimmy. I go, what was that person's name? And he told me, and I go, yeah, she's a cunt. She was like really not helpful. So I take the metro back home. Now I got it. Now I got a couple hours, and I got to go take the metro to Santa Monica to get my hip injection.
Okay.
So it was not what you had. I had PRP, which is platelet something plasma or plasma something platelet.
Is this one of those doctors that's like take all these vitamins?
No, it's really common. It's normal.
Yeah.
Jimmy has had it done. But I wasn't really thinking what it was. I kind of forgot that it had to do with plasma and blood.
Oh, okay.
So they were taking all my blood. I'm like, wait, why are you taking my blood? And she's like, well, that's what we inject you with. And I was like,
wow.
What?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I go,
Yes.
I'm not questioning you. I'm sure you're right. Because this was like the nurse or I'm like, I'm just confused. I didn't know what it was. She goes, oh, okay. So they take it out and it's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay.
Sure.
So then I go in the room, they wear the paper shorts, which they're just going to cut open anyway.
Yeah.
And I talked to the doctor who I met with before.
Yeah.
And she explained, they take the blood, then they clean it for like 20 minutes. They spin it around for like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then they inject it. And she says, I do put a little anesthetic. I do inject around the skin, but it might still hurt a little bit.
Okay.
I'm like, okay.
And what's your injury?
A torn labrum.
Same as me.
Right.
And this helps that how?
I don't know the science. I can't pretend I know the science. I just know that it's like, instead of
good blood helps it.
It inflames it in some way, which is a good thing. So it gets in there.
Okay.
Something like
sure.
that. I don't know. So like I turn it on my side. You could see like the monitor.
Yes.
You could look at it if you wanted to, but it was a little too graphic. So she injects it and it hurts.
The injection.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she takes it out and I'm like, it still hurts a lot.
Yeah.
And she was like, it does? I was like, yeah. Like I start kind of panicking. I'm like, it really, really hurts. And she's like, okay. So then she like starts moving my leg. If you've ever, this is the graphic. If anyone has ever seen Muppets Take Manhattan, there's a scene where Kermit has amnesia. He goes to the hospital.
Yeah.
Linda Lavin is his doctor.
Oh, yeah.
She starts like pressing his legs like crazy by his ears and does all this stuff and squishes his face. And then she goes, yep, it's amnesia. So that's basically what she did. And it was like, oh my God, that hurt. Like she was doing it purposely, but it was like, yes, that's the position where it hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Jesus Christ. So she leaves the room and the other woman's in there and I start feeling really sick.
Oh no, like nausea sick?
Nausea, lightheaded.
Oh no.
Horrible.
Oh no.
And she's like making the appointment for the follow-up. And she goes, are you okay? And I go, no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. She's like, okay, hold on a second. She's like, get dressed. I somehow managed to get dressed. I have never done hallucinogens, and this is why. Because I always am scared that I'm going to end up feeling like this and that it's never going to end. Because that was the feeling I had. This feeling is never going to end. I don't know how long this is going to last. I feel awful.
Yeah.
Like, I've been lightheaded a million times. I've been nauseous a million times. It was worse than that. It was
this
like
is horrible.
So like 2 or 3 people took me into another room. They put ice on my neck. They gave me food. And I'm starting to feel a little bit, I'm like really woozy.
Yeah.
And the doctor comes in and she's like, did you eat today? And I said, yeah, I ate like an hour ago. And then hours later, I realized actually it had been like 4 hours since I'd eaten. But still, she goes, well, we did take a lot of blood, but I didn't feel nauseated when they took the blood. I felt when she put it in.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened.
Do you think maybe all the blood inside of you is just not that good?
Yeah, I think I have bad blood.
They made it good and your body was like, no.
Oh, I don't want this clean blood.
It's too good.
This is centrifugal blood.
I reject it.
Oh, that's what it was. Your blood was dizzy.
My blood was dizzy.
Yes,
because of the
yes.
spinner, Garen.
100%. 100%.
It made you feel like you were on the scrambler.
Yeah. So they're just like,
Wow,
yeah,
a
that is
Midwest
how.
bowl right there.
That's a Midwest pool.
They're like, do not, get up until you feel better. So honestly, it was probably less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But I wanted to die. Like I felt like I wanted to die. It was so awful. So I finally feel okay. Hip still hurts.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to take any Tylenol yet because it's probably gonna make me throw up.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna wait till I get home. And
Yeah.
it wasn't. So now I have to limp back to the metro station.
Great. Seems like you're doing a lot of injurious walking to metro stations lately.
I asked her before I had done. I was like, so like, my car's in the shop today. Can I walk to the metro station after? She's like, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. It wasn't that bad. I was honestly just glad to be in fresh air.
Sure.
Because
I
was so nauseated. So I'm walking. I stopped to get something to eat to bring home with me. I'm walking up to the metro station and it's like, oh, the train's coming. So now I'm running.
Great.
Like, limping, running.
Good time to be
limping, running.
Yeah.
I get on the metro station. I get home. Okay. So they're like, I can't remember if this was that day or the next day, but I finally hear from, Hyundai. I'm sorry this is taking so long. Wait, when is our guest coming?
3:15.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Should I save the rest for... I'll save the rest for afterwards.
You're fine. Just finish.
Yeah, just finish.
Okay, it's quick.
fine.
So, okay, so this is what's going on in my head. I know the worst case scenarios that they're going to say. And also, I can see on my app, it's fully charged.
Okay.
So I'm like, fuck. So they fully charged it. So they're going to tell me there's something wrong with both of my chargers. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to have a lemon on my hands. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I talked to the cunt, and she's like, the guy's in a meeting. He'll call you back. So he calls me back, and he's like, he starts explaining, or I think I started explaining. I was like, look, I know it charged there, but it doesn't charge my house. He goes, yeah. It turns out, he goes, I didn't even know this. I learned this today. There's a second, what's the word? Adapter.
Oh, God.
In the car. It's way in the back underneath the thing in the trunk. So you have to open up the thing.
You're gonna have to open that trunk every day.
Yeah. Well, right. And he goes, I didn't even know about it. I'm like, what? The salesperson didn't tell me.
How are you selling these cars?
You didn't tell me. So I was like, okay, well, that's a huge relief because now I have the other adapter. But I'm like, but why wouldn't, like, also later I was like, well, why didn't they tell me that as soon as they figured out that that's what it was? Why didn't they call me? Even if they I understand that they wanted to charge it to full capacity to make sure it worked.
Did you get the first one off the lot ever sold?
I don't know.
Like, how did they not know? Like, you got the very first one.
So then when I picked it up the next day, I was signing out, and this young guy at the desk was nice at the service station, the service part, and he's like, yeah, this has happened a couple of times. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. So they just don't communicate at that place, like to each other?
I said, you need to tell the salespeople that there is a second adapter. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, no. It was crazy making.
Yeah. Hey, guess what we're going to do today?
Learn how to survive something.
We are going to revisit bears.
Oh, interesting.
You know, that was our second episode we ever did.
I know.
So for those of you who joined us later into the pod, if you ever want to hear a fun episode, go back to episode 2. Listen to the bear episode, because we're not covering all the same ground.
Okay.
We're going to talk about bears, but it's not going to be all the same stuff.
Okay.
It's Bears Redux.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
bears
the right...
are opening cars now.
Yeah.
They're sitting in people's pools.
They're going to ice cream stands.
They're everywhere.
Did you see up in was it Yosemite? They were at an ice cream shop.
No.
And they were, the one bear
like
was
waiting in line?
The bear was behind the counter.
What? They were working?
They were just like...
Are they documented? Are they paying taxes?
That's what it's come to, guys.
ICE is going after bears now, guys.
Wait, what do you mean they were behind the counter?
The shop wasn't open, but they were like checking in. I think it was like at a campground or something, and they were going and checking in different places, and they opened the door, and there's just a bear standing there.
We're not open yet. We're not open
God.
yet.
They just want to make sure there's a honeycomb flavor.
Yeah, it's their favorite. My next door lately has been inundated with bear sighting. My friend, Benjamin's friend, Sebastian, his buddy, just had a bear on his Ring camera the other night.
Jeez Louise.
And when I drove him home the other day, I was driving. He lives up in a steep area, like similar to ours, but even steeper. The driveway's not steeper, just the street they live on. It's super steep.
Okay.
And I look to my left, and there are like 6 deer just hanging out.
Wow.
And I came to a stop like maybe 20 feet after the deer. And then there's just one deer that just pops its head up and looks at us as a little baby. And I'm like, oh, hi. And then just runs across the street in front of my car and then does a little kick with its feet. It was the cutest thing.
Oh, so sweet.
It's crazy where we live, you guys.
You know it.
I had to go to Sequoia to see deer.
Oh yeah, we have to get.
We got to get that trip too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We have so many things.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to give you some bear facts.
Okay.
40 bears. No. 40 bear attacks on humans worldwide every year.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. Bears mostly attack because they feel threatened. Right? There's only one fatal black bear attack per year in the U.S.
Okay.
One fatal.
Is it the same bear?
Yeah.
Every year? He's after blood?
He's fucking pissed.
He can't get enough. He got the taste of it.
Yeah.
He got the taste of blood.
Yeah, it's hard to stop. He's a serial killer.
Became a serial killer, yeah.
He always leaves a little...
a calling card?
Yeah, you know how they do.
What is it?
It's a little piece of honeycomb.
That's really good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah. And you know what he takes? Spine.
Spine.
Takes a whole spine.
Oh.
They like to also have something, right? Don't they always like to have
a trinket. What do they call it? A
totem or a
Trophy.
Trophy. Thank you. Yeah.
Trophy.
It's a spine. Grizzlies are the most aggressive, right? I think that's not a surprise. Humans are responsible for 71% of grizzly bear deaths. So we're, of course, again, the most dangerous animal.
Oh.
We love to kill. There have been no fatal bear attacks in California since 1986. JK, research on my research, shows that in July of 2024, a woman was killed in her own home.
What?
By a bear. Exactly. I would tell that story, but I have another story I'm going to tell instead. But yeah, she was in her house, and they thought she was hurt by the bear post-mortem. They were like, well, she was an older woman. And they're like, oh, no, she was already dead. And then the bear came in. No. The bear, they found out she died from a swipe to her neck from the bear.
Oh, my God.
But, the way she was living probably contributed to her death. She had a lot of cats and a lot of food. Like, she was feeding all the local sort of feral cats. So she had a lot of food outside left.
Marbles on the floor.
Just throws banana peels.
Yeah.
So many marbles, so many banana peels, Skittles, too. Those can be slippery.
Those are so rolly.
Bowling balls.
You know what would have been crazy is if Gene Hackman and his wife, after they died, a bear came and attacked them.
It's like insult to injury.
Well, yeah, and then it would have been that much harder to figure out what had happened.
Yes.
Like, it was already a mystery.
Yes.
But...
and then a shark came in.
Yes. Just confusing the scene.
And then a whale. Okay.
Oh.
All right, here's some fun facts about California black bears. Did you know there are between 50,000 and 81,000 black bears in California? That's so many bears.
That's a lot of bears.
Okay. There again, this might be a repeat, I will say, from the first bear episode, but I'm going to reiterate it. There are only black bears in California, but they're all different colors. They can be blonde,
I remember
black.
this.
Cinnamon brown is the most common color.
Okay.
I think that sounds like a nice color.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for that next time I get my hair done.
Do you think that's what I saw at Sequoia? Do you think I saw a black bear?
You had to, because that's the only bears they have in California.
Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's the only bear they have.
It was the only option you had to see.
Okay, got it.
The males are much larger than the females. That's, in general for most things. They can sprint up to 35 miles per hour. They're great swimmers and great tree climbers. They eat berries, plants, nuts, roots, honey, honeycomb, larvae, carrion, and small mammals.
And spinsters.
Yeah. Cat ladies. So here's what we don't want. We don't want them to become accustomed to people, because then they can become too bold and lose their fear of humans. Remember how you said the people in the restaurant were yelling at them. So do not let bears become accustomed to human sources of food. Never feed a bear.
Okay.
Wild animals naturally fear humans, right? So if you keep your distance, they will not bother you. Keep them fully wild. Mm-hmm. If they lose their wildness, their behavior changes. So if black bears are given access to human food and garbage, they rapidly become addicted. Oh. You don't want that, because then they lose their caution, they lose their fear. They can cause property damage. They might threaten human safety. And this endangers their lives, because once they start rooting around in people's yards, people start demanding they be killed. And we want to keep them safe. So if you...
no. But they're going to die of diabetes anyway if they're eating what we eat.
For sure.
What?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. I was, you know what, as bad as that is, I was going to say barking and entering earlier when you were talking about, so.
I wish you would have. Here's something I find myself doing a lot that I go, maybe we shouldn't eat that. Like, we feed our dog a lot of things that we're eating.
Yeah,
like,
human food.
A lot of human food. Like at breakfast, we have oatmeal with berries and nuts, and I'll make a little bowl for Francis.
Oh, wow.
I just don't add the milk, and I don't add the nuts, because dogs aren't supposed to have most nuts.
Okay.
And then whatever, at dinner, she gets some of our dinner, but there'll be times where I'll go, don't give her that. Like if it's potato chips or what. And I'm like, well, maybe if I'm not, whatever I'm not giving to the dog, maybe we shouldn't be
yourself.
We shouldn't be eating this.
Right.
Here's my catchphrase, guys. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
See a bear, scare a bear.
Oh, okay.
That's a Kimmel original.
So I thought you were just supposed to ignore them, but no.
I think if they're like coming around, say they're coming around your trash cans, I would say like don't go up to them and put on like a Freddy Krueger mask and be like, hey, fuck you. But like bang some pans, right? You want to.
Right. Garen, you took that personally because she knows you have a Freddy Krueger mask.
He's like, I've been waiting to wear that.
I'm in my mind, I'm like, would a bear be afraid of Freddy Krueger? What?
Well, not until it enters their dreams.
That's true. Then he will.
Then he would.
Or is he going to look at a mangled up, charred up face and be like, "Oh,
yeah, someone did the work for me."
Yeah, that looks tasty.
Served.
I can already see the carry-on in blood. Yum. So here are some tips for different situations.
Okay.
In the woods, if you see a bear before it notices you, stand still. Don't approach. Just enjoy the moment.
Okay.
You've seen a bear in the woods. Okay. Then move quietly away in the opposite direction. Right?
Okay, right.
Okay, if it's aware of you, don't run. Running may trigger a chase response, right? So you back away slowly in the opposite direction. Wait for that bear to leave. Okay, but if you're on a hike, it's good in general to make noise.
Right.
Just be a noisy hiker. That doesn't mean you got to have a boombox, guys. I know who you are, hikers with your boomboxes, you youngsters.
Oh, they have those, what is it called?
They're speakers.
Yeah, but
playing loud music.
There's a name for it. The thing you just hold in your hand that, what is that called? Anyway,
I don't know. Can I say boombox? My Gen X.
Yeah.
My Gen X-ness wants to say that. So, don't try to be super quiet on your hikes. Because if you're in bear country, if you're in California, you're in bear country. In a lot of other states in the Southwest, I don't know about you. In the Midwest, you're not going to run into a bear.
No bears?
I don't think so. Garen?
You guys have mountains? No mountains?
Not where I live.
I don't.
There's no bears.
Actually.
I don't think there's bears in Ohio. I don't think we have bear. I don't think there are bears in Michigan.
Maybe up north there are.
Maybe
closer to Canada. Although wait, there's a big lake.
There's the Great Lakes
there,
might.
I don't know.
Deter the bears.
I guess I could look.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you do have internet right there. Okay. So never approach a bear. Never pick up a bear cub. I mean, these seem like you probably know this by now.
My God, how tempting would it be to pick up a bear cub, though? Oh, my God.
It's like almost worth...
It's almost worth losing your life.
It's almost worth dying.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? If I found out, like, you have a terminal illness, you have, 48 hours to live. All right, let's go pick up a bear cub. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's eat anything we want.
Yeah.
And pick up a bear cub.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's a good idea.
Smoke a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
I brought Oliver to college. No smoking on college campuses anymore.
Oh, because you were going to smoke?
I wasn't, but it just seems so weird. I was like, how is that college?
Yeah.
If you can't smoke. It just seems so bizarre to me.
I mean, that's all I did, which is why I have lung scans now. Do not run. Face the animal. Make noise to try to appear as large as possible. This is if they're like, I see you and I'm maybe interested in you.
Okay.
You're going to. Okay. If attacked, fight back. Do not play dead. We'll get to a situation where you're supposed to play dead, okay? And again, some of this we did cover in the first episode, but I think it's good to revisit once in a while. I don't remember really.
Right.
If the bear attacks a person, call 911. Seems pretty obvious. Okay. On your property, I like this because this is what they said. Remain calm and assess the situation. Hi, these are tiers of our Patreon. Slight Patreon plug there.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know that, folks. Make yourself look large by raising your arms. Make loud noises to scare it away. If you have a jacket on, put your jacket up above your head.
Nice.
Right? Do whatever you can to make yourself look bigger. Mm-hmm. Okay? If it doesn't leave, slowly back away and give it space to escape. If you have food out, secure it. Okay, so this is on your property. Okay, what if you go home and there's a bear in your house?
In the house.
In your house.
I guess you stay away and you call animal control.
Well, you wait for him to test the beds because that's.
Oh right,
yeah.
He's got to find
test the beds.
The most comfortable one.
Test his porridge.
Give the bear a clear escape route. Do not corner it. Leave any doors open as you back away from the bear. Do not lock the bear in a room.
Oh,
okay, that's not good advice.
I could see where you might want to do that.
I guess not. So here's the advice. If a black bear charges and attacks you, fight back with everything you have. Do not play dead.
Backpack full of rocks. Backpack full of rocks.
Again, this is, I mean, if there was a way we could ship this to you guys without it costing more than it would be worth, it would be
full of rocks.
the backpack full of rocks would be our greatest merchandise
Yes,
ever.
it would be.
Direct punches and kick the bear's face. Use any weapon like rocks, branches, bear spray to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now
Would Pam work in a jiffy?
Or Jiffy. Jiffy or Pam.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just thinking you're at
in
home.
your house. Yeah.
You might not have bear spray, but you might have Pam.
And yeah, you don't have to worry about that. You know, they have those protective nozzles on them, probably bear spray. It's probably like pepper spray. It's not just going to immediately spray. Pam doesn't.
Yeah, Pam's right at the
Pam,
ready.
it's ready to go. You just spray it.
Yeah.
Whatever you have. Now, if a grizzly bear charges and attacks you, play dead.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you guys how to tell the difference. It's going to be so easy. But first, cover your head and neck with your hands. Put the backpack full of rocks on your back. Keep your stomach on the ground because you want to protect your internal organs.
Wait, so black bear don't play dead. Grizzly bear play dead.
Yes, black bear fight back. Black fight back.
Right.
Brown
Brown fight back.
Grizzly
Brown lay down.
Lay down.
Okay. Grizzly brown fight down.
Okay. And again, don't think about brown because black bears and grizzlies can be all different colors.
It's so weird.
Because a black bear can be brown or tan or white or golden, and
So
grizzlies can be all
crazy.
different colors too. So don't get focused on color if you're out in the woods.
Right.
I'm going to teach you instead a few different ways you can tell if you're looking at a grizzly or if you're looking at a black bear.
Okay.
Okay. Spread your legs apart. Keep your pack on. It will help protect you. Don't make any noise. You're trying to convince the bear that you aren't a threat to it or its cubs. Do not get up right away because the bear may still be in the area. Wait several minutes until you are sure that the bear is gone. Okay. If the attack persists, like this isn't working, like you're like, I think it's going to, it's trying to kill me to dead.
Yeah.
Then go ahead and fight back with everything you have.
Right.
Right. But like, I guess
Last resort.
use your logic in that moment, whatever best logic you have when you're a grizzly bear is trying to kill you. Okay.
I'm thinking if it is at your house,
Yeah.
go into the garage, press the garage open just a little bit, then, or all the way up, then
Yes.
press it so as it goes down, you get to roll out Tom Cruise style
yes.
from underneath the garage.
Yes.
Just in time, it closes in front of the bear.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. I think it's a good plot. It might be hard to roll with a backpack full of rocks on, so give yourself a little more distance, a little more space.
Ooh, what if you roll into the car? Key's got to be in it. And then you crash the car. Wait, the bear gets in the car too. You crash the car into like a brick wall. So
Yeah.
the airbags explode into the bear, knock it out.
Oh my God, but you might die.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to tell you how to tell them apart. It's hard to differentiate them based on size and color. Diet, behavior, habitat use are even less reliable because black bears and grizzlies eat similar food, display similar behaviors, and occupy much of the same areas. Okay, so I'm going to give you the key differences. Grizzly bears have a big hump on their backs, and black bears do not.
Okay, when you say a hump, like literally a hump?
Yes.
Or, okay.
So if you look at a picture of a grizzly bear versus a black bear, there's like a dip on the grizzly bear, and then it humps back up big on the grizzly bear's back.
Okay.
And you will, once you see them each side by side, you'll go, oh my God, now I know the difference.
Okay.
A couple of other things that are different. Grizzlies have little round ears like a teddy bear.
Oh.
Black bears have pointy ears.
Okay.
Okay. Another way you can tell by their claws. Grizzlies have long claws, you know, like almost like like women who can't zip up their Jordache jeans. While black bears, they keep their nails tidy.
Okay.
All right. And they have very different track prints. So if you're on a hike and you're not seeing a bear, but you're seeing prints.
Okay.
And you're like, what kind of, this is a bear. I don't know. They look very different. So
Okay.
a grizzly's front tracks are square.
What?
So like if there's the toes on the top,
Yeah.
and then the big pad,
Yeah.
the pad of the grizzly is more like it looks more square.
Like a rectangle. Well, you're
Thank
showing
you.
like a
Thank
rectangle.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know shapes.
Yeah.
Math. You know what I mean? It's more of a rectangle, while the black bear is more rounded.
That's interesting. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, I like it.
So I think I've given you all some more information about bears.
Love it.
Back to bears.
Yeah.
Back to basics. Okay. Are you ready for a story?
Yes.
This story came to me via the LA Times. It is called A Hike into Horror and an Act of Courage. Glacier National Park, Montana. This is from 2007.
Okay.
Johan looked up. Jenna was running toward him. She had yelled something. He wasn't sure what. Then he saw it. The open mouth, the tongue, the teeth, the flattened ears. Jenna ran right past him, and it struck him. A flash of fur, 2 jumps, 400 pounds of lightning. It was a grizzly.
Ooh.
And it had him by his left thigh.
Ooh.
His mind started racing to Jenna, to the trip, to fighting, to escaping. The bear jerked him back and forth like a rag doll.
Oh, my God.
But he remembered no pain, just disbelief. It bit into him again and again, its jaw like a sharp vice, stopping at nothing until teeth hit bone.
Ooh.
Then came the claws, rising like shiny knife blades, long and stark. Johan and Jenna had been on the trail little more than an hour. They had just followed a series of switchbacks above Grinnell Lake and were on a narrow ledge cut into a cliff. It was an easy ascent, rocky and just slightly muddy from yesterday's rain. Johan took some pictures. Jenna pushed ahead. It was one of the most spectacular hikes they'd taken on this trip, a father-daughter getaway to celebrate her graduation from high school. There were some steps, a small outcropping, a blind turn, and there it was, the worst possibility, a surprised bear with 2 yearling cubs.
Oh.
The bear kept pounding into him. He had to break away. To his right was the wall of the mountain, to his left a sheer drop. Slightly behind him, however, and 20 feet below the trail, a thimbleberry and alder patch grew on a small slope, jutting from the cliff. So like a linebacker hurtling for a tackle, he dived for that thimbleberry patch. The landing rattled him, but he was okay. His right eye was bleeding, but he didn't have time to think about that. Jenna was now alone with the bear.
What the bear went back to Jenna. Okay.
She had reached down to pick up the bear spray. The small red canister had fallen out of the side pocket of his day pack, and there it was on the ground. But she couldn't move the safety clip.
Oh.
And the bear was coming at her again. She should have had Pam.
Yes.
She screamed.
Pam with her.
Jenna, come down here, he yelled. She never heard him. She was falling, arms and legs striking the rocky cliff. So they're on this really steep side of a mountain.
And let me just understand. He fell off, but onto a little ledge.
Yes.
Okay, so now she's on top of the...
And now she's falling.
Okay.
Okay, but I think she's still above him.
Okay.
The bear did hear him, however. It looked over the cliff and pounced.
Oh my
Johan
God.
had never seen anything move so fast in his life. He tucked into a fetal position. The bear fell upon him, clawing and biting at his back. His day pack protected him, and his mind started racing again. He turned, swung to his right, and let himself go. Only this time, there wasn't a thimbleberry patch to break his fall. It was a straight drop to where Jenna had landed. Okay, so she had fallen further.
Okay.
And instead of taking the bear away from her, as he had hoped, he was taking the bear to her.
Wait. They're like in space, hugging each other, falling down together?
No, he's like, basically, she had gone further below on the fall.
Right.
And now he's fallen down further, like, and landed where she is, but now he's brought the bear closer to her. So he keeps...
Oh, because the bear's going to come after him.
Yeah.
Okay.
His daughter didn't have a pack. He always carried the water and snacks. If the bear got to her, it'd tear her apart. The attack had just started, and it had been going on too long. He grabbed the bear...
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused.
I know.
Okay, he fell down a long way, as had his daughter.
Yeah.
But the bear jumped out again?
I think he fell a short way. The bear got him.
Yeah.
She fell too, but longer.
Right.
Now he's fallen a second time to meet up with her.
Yeah.
And the bear's like, I'm coming to get you.
Okay, all right.
I think.
Okay.
The attack had just started and had been going on too long. He grabbed the bear by the fur on its throat. The feeling of the coarse hair, as on a dirty dog, was unforgettable. And for a moment, the animal just stared at him, 2 amber brown eyes, its snout straight in his face. It showed no emotion, no fear, no anger. There were just those eyes looking down at him. He considered fighting. He reached to the left for a rock, a piece of shale. It crumbled in his fist. He tucked his knees to his chest and tried to cover his head. The bear bit again and again on his right arm.
Oh, my God.
So this is what it feels like to have your flesh torn, he thought.
Oh.
Still trying to comprehend the attack. He tussled about. Ag! He screamed. Now the bear was tugging on his back. It felt as if someone were jumping up and down on him, and he found himself growing angry. Throw it off the mountain! If only he could throw it off the mountain. He felt a sharp pressure on the top of his neck and his head. The bear was biting into his skull, chewing into the bone. This could be it, he thought. This could be his death, and his right hand was useless. He could not push the bear away. But this was real. He'd die if he didn't make another move, so he rolled and fell again, sliding 20 feet down the slope to a small ledge, and then over that and onto a narrow shelf. Right foot, left foot. He landed on his feet.
What?
He was lucky he stopped. He
still has feet?
He still has feet. He wouldn't have survived the next long, straight drop. He was silent. The bear stood above him, unable to reach him.
Okay.
It felt good to be left alone. Water flowed down his back, cold water. He'd fallen into a small stream, runoff from yesterday's rain. Jenna heard the bear panting as it came closer to where she lay, beneath the branches of a low-lying alder. She felt woozy from her fall. She had a knot in her head, her back ached, and her ankle was bleeding. She tried to stay tucked in, but the bear got close to her face. She had to push it away. It nipped at the right corner of her mouth, at her hair, her right shoulder. Each bite was quick, followed by a slight jostle. Her screams split the morning silence like an axe. Johan pressed himself against the mountain. There was no room to sit or lie down. He heard Jenna, but he couldn't do anything. He was wet and dirty, soaked with blood and starting to shiver. The attack had lasted at most 15 minutes. He looked at his right arm and saw exposed tendons.
No.
Then he touched...
Not exposed tendons.
Don't touch him.
He touched the top of his head and felt only bone. He stopped exploring. His scalp had been torn off. His neck hurt. He wondered if something was broken. He couldn't see out of his right eye. He reached up. It was full of blood and caked over again.
Does he need PRP?
Was his... Yeah, he does.
Might get a little nauseated.
He might... Was his eyeball hanging out? No. It was still in place. Whew. Jenna, he eventually called out. Dad? She had played dead and the bear had moved on.
Okay, so wait, you...
It was a grizzly.
Okay, grizzlies, you are supposed to play dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
She assessed her injuries, a bite on her shoulder as deep as a knuckle. Lower lip torn down to her chin. Hair caked with blood. Are you okay? He asked. I'm okay. How are you? I'm bleeding a lot.
Well, my scalp's gone and
Yeah.
I'm looking at tendon.
How's your face? Did it get you? I'm like that. He's like, how's your face? Are you still pretty? Please tell me you're still pretty.
How's your head?
Just my mouth. And your eyes? They're fine. He could tell by the sound of her voice that she was okay. Amid the isolation and the cold, he grew sore and stiff and numb. Lying down, sitting up, nothing helped. 45 minutes later, he heard Jenna talking with someone. She called to him. Dad, there are people here now. They're getting help. Still, it seemed like forever. Then Johan saw a man cutting through the bushes and sliding down toward him. The man's eyes were wide open. The expression said everything. 3 hours had passed since the attack, and Johan's metabolism was slowing down. P.S. There's tons more to the story. I cut out like 3/4 of it.
Okay.
Because there's a lot about the rescue is really intense.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, if it took 3 hours.
they basically almost died during the rescue too. Like
Jeez.
It's really a harrowing rescue story. But I couldn't. I mean, this all, as you can see, it's already very long. Crashing mentally and emotionally, he knew he needed to stay warm and awake. Gusts of wind ghosted along the cliff. Temperatures shot from warm to freezing as clouds drifted beneath the sun. Hikers on the trail were tossing down energy bars, water, outerwear. A ranger was talking on the radio. A second ranger crouched beside Johan. He'd arrived with nearly 50 pounds of gear, including a life support pack with IV fluids, medications, and an oxygen tank. The plan was to place Johan and Jenna on litters. I don't know what those are really. Have them lifted up to the trail and then carried down to a landing zone where the chopper would take them to Kalispell Regional Medical Center. But then they realized they wouldn't be able to do that. They were going to have to lower down the helicopter right next to the cliff.
Okay.
And put him on like a hook.
Oh, one of those like basket things?
Yes. And just get him out that way or he wasn't going to survive. Anderson, dangling at the end of the rope, had a radio in his helmet. This is one of the rescue guys. He was using it to direct Justice, that's another rescue guy, lower and closer to Johan. Abruptly, the radio died. Jenna is here, someone said. So they got them both on the helicopter, but it was like really tense.
Jeez.
Hi, sweetie, he called out as they prepared to fly him to the medical center in Kalispell. With his head wrapped in bandages, mummy slits for his eyes, and the C collar on his neck, Johan couldn't see her. Make sure when they call Mom that you talk to her. And because she'll freak out, he said, she'll freak out if she sees me. And they both survived. And that's the story of the bear attack.
He survived. Does he have a scalp? Does he?
That I do not know.
Okay.
But
that's crazy.
I was like, that's a pretty wild, like, graduation from high school.
Yeah.
Surprise. Like,
you couldn't just get me a car.
Could we just go to Cheesecake Factory and like have a nice dinner?
That is awful.
Survival story.
Wow. That's banana times.
Yeah. So yeah, don't get surprised by a grizzly bear. You won't. It's pretty unlikely.
Wow. Well, that was a great story.
Thank you.
And we will be back with our guest.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how was your break?
It was fine. It was great.
It was great?
Yeah.
You always spin it so nicely, and I'm always like, I peed. It was uneventful.
I don't know. I live in a fantasy world.
I love it.
You know, where I'm just like, things are great. Because I don't know why. Why do I?
I think it's
that?
great.
Manifest.
It's a way to survive.
Hey, should we bring in our guest?
I think we should.
You know, guys, in the first half of our show, we talked how to survive bears again.
Uh-huh.
And now we're going to talk about how to survive a very particular kind of bear with our
Okay.
guest, Emily Barth-Isler. She is a very successful novelist, and she's written a book called Aftermath. I own it.
Whoa.
And The Color of Sound. You've got 3 pieces of broken glass. You can pre-order it, right? Is that correct, Emily?
Correct.
Okay. And in 2026, Always Enough Love.
Coming soon.
So YA, or Aftermath is YA, correct?
It's technically called middle grade, although I think most people who aren't in the
Publishing
library or publishing world would say YA as a young adult, like just to sort of cover all of that.
Yes.
But specifically middle grade, meaning it's a little bit younger than YA.
And are all your novels middle grade?
So the 2 that are out are, I actually started out writing YA and then wrote the book that became Aftermath as a middle grade accidentally.
Oh.
Like I just had this idea, and in my head the character was 12 years old. Like it was just, she had to be that age for the story to work. And I didn't think it mattered that much. I thought, it deals with some heavy content, so I thought it would still be categorized as YA. But apparently the age of the main character is pretty important in terms of librarians and school teachers and, how to categorize things so that kids can find the books that are right for them. I got into this because I love reading books for teens and tweens, and I just never stopped. I don't think you just get to a certain age and are like, oh, I forget what it felt like to be awkward in middle school. It's like, no, we've all been through that, and I think it's so cathartic to live in those stories. And then now I'm a parent of kids that age, and so reading those books with them is such a great way to start the conversations that you don't know how to have. And now it's sort of my other goal as an author is like, a tool to talk about aftermath deals like very gently with the aftermath of a school shooting many years later.
Wow.
But it is a topic that I think kids are very curious about in a way that kids are kind of morbid sometimes, and also
it's also crammed down their throat.
It's
every
everywhere.
day. Yeah,
Exactly.
And they're
That's the
worried about
thing.
it. I mean,
and they're worried about it, but they also don't know. Kids are not great at coming home from school and being like, "Gosh, I think I'm in a bad mood because this morning the teacher mentioned active shooter drills, and it really set off a chain reaction of feelings." And now I'm, it's like they don't have the vocabulary. So how do we start those conversations and build that vocabulary? Books are such a good way.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times I've been at a book festival or event and a kid will come up and pick up the book and say, "Mom, I want to buy this book." And the parent looks at the book and reads the flap matter. And you can see in their face when they read the part about it's 4 years after a school shooting. There's no violence in it. It just talks about the fact that these kids have lived through it. And the main character is an outsider to the situation. So very easy, I think, for the kids reading to empathize with if they are also an outsider. And it's sort of the question of like, how do you treat people who've been through this thing that is so incomprehensible? And you can see in the parents' face when they get to that part of it, and then they'll be like, no, we couldn't possibly.
So speaking of being a kid.
Oh, yes.
You may have had an experience as a child seeing, I don't know, adults not make the greatest decisions. Is that connected to your story at all? Or
Yes. Yeah. So I am coming to this like with a few details fuzzy.
Okay.
That's fine.
I don't remember exactly what year it was. I think it was 1988, 89-ish. So I was 8 or 9. I know it was Halloween.
All right.
Which like already we're starting at a heightened level
Sure.
of fear. Right. Okay. So I have to set the stage. I was a child actor. I grew up in between Baltimore and DC.
Very cool.
And so it was great because I did mostly theater and musical theater, dinner theater, regional stuff. There was not a lot of film or TV.
Right.
So it sort of set some limited parameters, which I think was great. And my parents were pretty low key about it. And like, you can do this as long as it doesn't interfere with your schoolwork. But pretty young, my sister and I got cast in a dinner theater production of Evita when we were little. And
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to picture.
I know
Evita as
well. There's
dinner
like
theater.
the little kids are like, please, Mother Eva. You know, we were like the cute little kids, and it was a great experience. And that show ended up running for like a year and a half because it was doing so well. This was like a theater that drew a lot of like ex-Broadway or future Broadway people, and anyway, so and then I continued to work there through up until high school, off and on, and at a couple other theaters. But anyway, so when I was 8 or 9, there was a production that came to town for a convention, and they were looking for a little girl to be in the show, and they reached out to the director of this theater and said, do you have any kids who you work with regularly who might be good? So she submitted me for this show, and they, called my mom, and they were like, is she free? And it was an equity production. It was, like definitely on the up and up.
Yeah.
And it was, they brought in actors from New York. It was, like very, very legit. And they didn't really tell us much about what this show was going to be, but it was an equity production. It was, so it was a week, I think like a week of rehearsals. And then on the last day, which was a Friday, I think, I don't know, strike the Friday part. I don't know. we rehearsed for like a week, and then we did the show. And, it happened to be on Halloween, and I was very upset because I was going to miss trick-or-treating. But I ultimately decided to do it.
You're like, I'm a professional.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly. I'm a pro. Like, what can I do? The job calls.
Right.
So we decided I was going to do this show. We didn't really know anything about it. They told us it's for a convention, and so they're going to...
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
So I don't know if they still do this, but at the time, like, there was a big convention in Washington, D.C., for something, I'll tell you, because eventually I found out. For like a bunch of people coming together, and
they need a performance
as the entertainment and sort of like the keynote moment of like crystallizing their mission. They got writers together and wrote a parody show. So it was all using pop music. So like I forget a lot of the music, but I remember we did Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, but it was rewritten.
Gotcha.
It was called Reflect the Best, and that was the name of the whole show.
Okay.
So they sent me all the music. You're like, where is this going?
I'm getting like Oath Keepers or something.
Okay,
vibes.
don't tip it. Okay.
So they're like convention, equity. I'm just reminding you, like this feel right. So legit.
For those who don't know, equity is a theater union. So it just means that it's not like a. It's not porn, and it's not that there's anything wrong with porn, but I was 8 years old. So I'm just like, and also, I don't know, there's some sort of gatekeeping. Like there's a level of professionalism and, you know, so like we're going into this and, I'm sure my parents asked appropriate questions or whatever.
Yeah.
So they sent us all the music, and I start learning the songs, and it's all like popular songs, but they've changed the words. And so we come to find out the big convention is for Travelodge.
Okay.
The hotel or motel chain.
Okay.
My parents are all excited because we used to love to like take road trips and stay at cheap motels along the way. And so my dad was like, awesome, maybe we'll get like some free nights at Travelodge.
Yeah, so it's for employees of Travelodge?
So they're having this huge convention. They're bringing all the managers of Travelodges all over the country to a convention in D.C.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, cool. This sounds totally normal so far, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
no red flags yet.
No red flags. Like, of course, I'm sure they have an annual convention. So, so the week of this, they brought the cast down, and, we would go to this like big hotel in DC or the convention center or wherever it was. And my mom would come with me, and we'd rehearse during the day. And I had, like a couple scenes that I did with the people playing my parents. And I remember there was like a fake pool on stage because I was supposed to be like I was a little kid hotel desk, like a guest having the time of my life at a Travelodge.
Okay.
Now I'd like to interrupt and say I don't think any Travelodges have pools,
right?
Which I found really weird.
Yeah, just like a bucket with some water in it.
Yeah. I was like, where is this Travelodge with the pool?
Yeah.
This is great.
It's hysterical.
So anyway, so we're just sort of working through the material, and the finale song of the show was they took the song I've Got You Babe and rewrote it to say I've Got You Bear, because I don't know if any of you know this, but Travelodge's symbol at the time was this bear, and its name is Sleepy Bear.
I do remember this.
And it was like their merch and their
he had
signage.
Like a hat.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Like a nightgown.
He had like a sleep hat and nightgown, right? So they're like, okay, so the finale of the show is I, this 8-year-old, I'm going to sing, I get out of the pool with my parents and they're like, let's all go to sleep. And it's like really like wholesome and awesome. And they're like, you're going to sing a song to the bear. And so somebody has like a stuffed animal bear. And we do the choreography and it's, I've got flowers in the spring. I've got you to make me sing. It's like, I've got you bear. It's like this very sweet. We're rehearsing. I like dance around. I was wearing a long nightgown and my hair was in braids and I'm carrying around this bear. And so we rehearsed for a couple of days and the other adults in the show are like super nice and really cool. And my mom and I are, chatting and we're making friends. And we get to the day of the show. It's the day of the show, y'all. And suddenly they're like, okay, so instead of dancing with the little stuffed animal bear, we have a surprise for you.
Oh my God.
We're going to have a real bear.
No.
Come out and dance with you. And yeah, that was my first thought. And they were like, don't worry, it's like a bear costume.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, that's not as bad, right?
Right.
And they're like, so someone's going to come out in a bear costume and dance with you.
Okay.
And I said at some point, okay, cool, who's in the bear costume? And they were like, oh, no, it's Sleepy Bear. It's the Travelodge bear.
Oh, they think you're a kid and you're
I was like, cool, who's in the costume? And they're like, wink, wink. No, don't worry about it. It's the Travelodge bear. It's Sleepy Bear. And let me back up for a second because there's one more important piece of information that will actually tell you why this felt so alarming to me as an 8-year-old. And I should also, I was a very anxious kid.
okay.
I have anxiety and OCD and all that stuff. And, it was the 80s, so we didn't diagnose it. We just,
Yep.
We just
She's nervous.
Yeah, we just barreled through.
Yeah.
But I was a very anxious kid, so this already felt really triggering. But earlier that day, when my mom and I were having lunch with the cast and the producers, somehow it came up, like, what is this convention for? It's like all the managers of all the Travelodge, like, what is their sort of, like, reason for being here? What's the messaging? It turns out that earlier that year, someone had found a dead body under a bed at a Travelodge.
Okay.
And I don't know all the details. Again, I was young.
Yes.
But I know that they were working to pass the legislation or the regulation. If you go to a hotel, the beds are solid underneath.
Yeah.
That's because of this Travelodge.
No. So you can't fit anything
So
under
you can't stuff bodies under the bed. It's, there's no...
Also, if you're having an affair and the husband comes in and you can't
hide under the
shove
bed.
the guy under the bed for some hijinks.
Yes, but you also can't, like, drop your watch and forget to look for it under the bed. Which is what I always thought was the purpose of those solid beds. But, Okay, anyway, so they're big excited. They were, like, getting all the managers together to be like, sorry about the dead body. Travelodge is on the up and up.
We fixed it.
We're going to have solid bed frames so that can't happen again. And
Got it.
I guess they were having a ton of bad press because of this.
Well,
now,
it's not a selling point.
Well, here's the funny thing is I was like, wow, it must have been like a big thing. So in preparation for this, I was Googling Travelodge.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many hits
came
up.
No. You couldn't even pinpoint it.
I couldn't even find the actual event because apparently
that's a place
like specifically in Travelodge.
People kill someone off-site, drive to a Travelodge,
right?
Dump the
hide
body.
them under the bed.
Well, so since whatever year, 1988 or 89, I don't remember when this was, the beds are solid underneath.
Right.
So now people, they've gotten... I love how Travelodge was like, we'll never have dead bodies here again because we've solved the under the bed thing. Well, people...
There's closets.
Closets,
right.
Mattresses. I don't know.
They just got creative.
Yeah,
people are gonna hide bodies.
Yeah,
There's
people are
just
going to hide
nothing
bodies
you
in
can
a Travelodge.
do.
That should just be
It's
part
just
of their
a part of life.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
We're the place for your dead bodies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're affordable.
Need to stash a body.
Yeah.
This is a great spot. Anyway, so back to Reflect the Best, the Travelodge show that we're doing. So I had just learned that piece of information
Hysterical.
at lunch. My super anxious, obsessive, compulsive 8-year-old brain is just like so attached. Also, I'm already upset because it's Halloween and I'm not trick-or-treating with my friends. I'm at this convention center in DC in my nightgown dancing with a stuffed bear that then they're like, by the way, this whole convention is because somebody found a dead body and they're all really upset about it. We're trying to like distract from the dead body and hype up our peeps.
Yeah.
I can't believe no one thought like maybe we shouldn't tell this detail to the 8-year-olds.
I mean, so many, back to our original like adults making bad decisions, you know? So they're like, they give that information, and I'm not sure I was supposed to know. I think it kind of came out.
You probably just
I was the
overheard it.
only kid there, so it's like the adults were having conversation, and it just kind of came out. And then after that, they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna dance with the bear." And I was like, "Who's in the bear costume?" And they're like, "Nobody. It's Sleepy Bear. It's the Travelodge bear." And I'm like, "No, seriously, who is in this costume?" I was like super freaked out by this, and they wouldn't tell me. So we did the show, and I mean, we did like I think like a run through where instead of holding the teddy bear that I had been rehearsing with all week, instead they brought in, you know, this person comes out in a bear costume. I mean, I'm not dumb, so I know like there's a human in there.
Yeah.
But they would not admit to who it was. And so I'm out there like dancing with this person, and then we have video footage, which I'm in the process of trying to excavate. I know I have it, but of me doing this dance with the mystery person.
The killer? You mean the killer?
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Is it the guy who killed?
So that
or
was,
it's just the body propped
it's just
up.
the body. That was definitely my
body
thought.
of the.
So yeah, is your little mind like it's a dead body?
Oh no, it's
Or
the
it's the
killer.
killer.
It's the
Okay.
killer. Yeah, the dead body ship has sailed.
Yes.
But I'm certain that the killer is obviously somebody attached to Travelodge.
You really thought this?
And they're in the bear costume.
Okay.
Well,
I can see that. I can see that logic playing out.
That's,
Sure, of
that's how
course.
the logic went. So we have video footage of it, and you can see on my face, I'm singing and I'm looking at this bear, and we're like waltzing, and the bear's like twirling me around, and we're like hugging each other, and the look on my face is just abject horror. Like I am just completely terrified and frozen. It's Halloween. I've just heard this about this dead body.
Yeah.
They won't tell me who's in the bear. And I'm like looking around at all the other actors to try and figure out who's missing, like who might be in the bear. But there were too many people involved. I don't know who was in this bear costume who's like dancing with me.
All the employees had felt better and reassured until this terrified girl came out, and it was like, oh shit, something's going down. What does she know?
Yeah, they're like, why is this child so upset? Like, first of all, why is she in a pool at Travelodge? We don't do that.
We don't have pools.
And second of all, she does not look happy up there. What is going on?
Oh
backstage?
my god.
She's just like one of our clients.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much. That was such a fun story.
Yeah, that was really
Thanks for
fun.
coming along on the ride with me.
So many ups and
The
downs.
Travelodge killer.
Yeah, the Travelodge
Yeah,
killer.
I feel like if I get sued by Travelodge for telling this story, at least Land's End will come in and pay my legal fees. So
I think
it's all for a
I think
full
we've
circle.
covered all our
Yeah.
bases here.
It's a net positive, I would say.
Well, thank
Absolutely.
you.
And also, I think you've got a new book idea. If you ever want to go into true crime,
Oh, yeah.
you know, you could be you could be like the who's the woman that wrote all the true crime books?
And Rule?
Anne Rule. You could be like the next Anne Rule.
Okay.
Just, you know, your close
great.
brush with a killer. Like
Yeah.
she wrote that Ted Bundy book that was really famous, and you could write the one about the Travelodge killer in the bear costume.
The only problem is when you go to research it, there's too
Too many murders.
many options. I don't even know what state it happened in. There's so many choices.
God,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
Sorry, Travelodge.
Maybe if you specify it to which one, caused that bed thing to happen.
Yeah, we need to do a little
deep
more
dive.
research on
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and I'll report back when I find I think I need to go to like a library and get the microfiche.
Microfiche, yeah. Oh my
Because
God.
I don't think
I
this
agree.
information is readily on the internet.
Right.
So like obviously I'm gonna have to do some old school research.
That's the best kind.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm
It's good
excited
to have
for
a
you.
project.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's going to be fun for you.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
thank you so much,
thanks for
everybody.
having me.
Check out Aftermath and Through Pieces of Broken Glass for pre-order. Always Enough Love coming out in 2026, and congratulations on your success.
Yes,
Thanks so much.
exciting.
Thank you.
Oh,
We will be back with What Did We Learn Today?
that's right. Danielle,
Kristine,
are you ready to learn what we learned today?
beyond ready.
The empty nest comes for us all,
Hmm.
or it doesn't, and that's worse.
Yeah.
You don't want the full nest, because then you've done something wrong.
I know. That's kind of my worst fear. Even though I miss him, I am a little worried about the my 25-year-old's living with me. I get really, when people tell me that, I get really anxious for them.
Yeah, because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
These days, especially.
Yeah.
Ready to learn about this? Platelet-rich plasma,
Yeah.
PRP. Can't say that 3 times fast. Injections are a treatment that uses a patient's own platelets to promote healing and tissue regeneration. I love this. PRP is often used to treat sports injuries, osteoarthritis, and other musculoskeletal conditions, and can also be used for skin rejuvenation and hair loss. PRP is a concentration of platelets, a component of blood that plays a vital role in clotting and healing. Platelets contain growth factors that stimulate tissue repair, reduce inflammation, and speed up recovery. Wonderful.
Wait, it helps your face? It helps your skin?
Put it in my
And
face.
inject some blood into my face.
Hey, what you didn't tell us is if it helped.
Oh, it won't help right away. Like, it'll take a little bit to figure it out if it's worked.
Oh, okay. How long did they say?
I think my follow-up is in 6 weeks.
Okay.
Or 5 weeks at this point. It feels, the first few days it felt a little sore. Not like it hurt so much, but like, oh, if I push my hip a little forward, it's like, oh, that kind of pinches. So now it kind of feels like before when my hip was hurting because it's the same area.
Right.
So, but I've been doing Pilates. I did a hike/run today. I was fine.
Well, that's promising.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay. Well, keep all of us posted.
I will.
Yes, there are black bears in the Midwestern United States. While they were once more widespread, their populations were significantly reduced due to habitat loss and hunting. I bet my brother killed all of them. However, black bear populations have been rebounding in recent decades, and they are now found in states like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and Missouri.
Nice.
Not Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Well, he didn't say not Ohio. I'm saying
Right.
not Ohio. Sightings in other Midwestern states like Iowa and Indiana, while less common, are also occurring as populations expand. Pam is a popular brand of nonstick cooking spray primarily used to prevent food from sticking to cookware during cooking. It's a convenient alternative to using butter, oil, or other fats when preparing meals, especially when baking, grilling, or sautéing. The main ingredient in most Pam sprays is canola oil, and it's often blended with other oils like palm and coconut oil.
Oh, palm is the worst one.
Yeah, don't use it.
It just always seems sketchy to me. Like you're not supposed to actually be doing this. But if it's just oil, maybe there's not I don't know. I just use butter when I'm making a cake or...
Yes, please. God damn it. Use butter, people.
I just use butter.
God, use butter. I told you already about a friend of mine who's had a man use Pam as a sexual lubricant, right?
I don't know, maybe. But all I can think is, wouldn't it, first of all, wait, what? On her or on himself?
On her.
He sprayed Pam into her vagina.
Well, I don't think inside like the hole, but like
on the labia.
I guess.
But why would
I wasn't there in the room. I just
why
know
would you
this
need
as a
it
story.
on the outside?
Maybe you know what? I'm just going to step out of this conversation.
He has no idea where the holes are or how many of them there are. And also, I would imagine that would
I don't know if he
dry.
I don't know if he sprayed it on his hand.
I'm gonna be sick.
Or if he sprayed it I don't know how. I just know he said they were getting romantic. As you do.
It sounds really romantic.
He said, let me...
Wait, go, shaking it.
Let me go get the Pam. She started laughing. He came back with the Pam. She's still laughing. She thinks it's a bit.
Right.
It is not a bit.
And he does it.
He's continuing to do it. You know what I mean? It's like you're trapped in a room with Louis C.K. and you think you're in a bit, and then you realize,
oh no, he's really jerking off.
It is. He's actually got his dick out.
Did they have sex?
I don't remember that part. I mean,
he slid right off.
Yeah, Pam. It's very nonstick. So this is a story from my 20s, a person in their 20s as well. So I don't remember.
That's great.
But I was like, that is insane.
God, that's got to go in a movie.
And I can't even believe it. Yeah, it's got to. Bears are, in fact, scary.
Yeah.
Travelodge, the #1 motel choice of serial killers since 1939.
Love it.
I mean, that actually would probably increase their business.
Nowadays, it probably
people
would.
love serial killers.
Yeah,
they really, really do. Fun stuff, guys.
So I'll tell you what did you do? Did you hit your hand?
Hit my hand on the
baby.
door.
Are you going to be okay?
Table. You know what? I'll have to think about it.
Okay, get back to us. Okay, well,
this has been fun.
We had a great time.
So much fun.
Did you guys? You can't answer me. You can't even say
they're
anything.
nodding. They're nodding hard.
I hope they're nodding hard. Nodding off. Guys, thanks for listening.
Next time. Next time.
Remain calm.
Stuck in the end.